Hey guys, how's it going? It's Janie over here at JaniesSweets. Welcome back to another Friday Fixes episode where you ask me your cake questions and I do my best to answer them for you. Now today's episode is going to be all about creating a vision board or a goals board, whatever you want to call it, for your business. Now keeping up with the theme of, New Year's resolution, etc., and a lot of you guys telling me that you wanted to launch your cake business or dessert business in 2020. I thought about a very fun video for you guys. I normally don't create vision boards. I have goals that I set, personal goals, financial goals, spiritual goals, and business goals. But I keep them to myself and I just write them on, my phone, like on the notepad. And the only person I normally share them with are my husband and my best friend. And then at the end of the year, my best friend and I, we sit together and then we, compare our goals and then see where we came from, where we got to. Now, I've been seeing a lot on YouTube lately, people creating vision boards. Now, a lot of you guys don't know or have never heard of what a vision board is, so I'm going to read the definition for you. So on Google it says, a vision board is a tool used to help clarify, concentrate, and maintain focus on a specific life goal. So pretty much all you do is you take your goals that you probably would have written down on, a piece of paper or a journal, and then you put pictures to them. Now that we know what the definition of a vision board is, why do people create them? Do they really work? I don't know, to be honest with you. Whether you want to believe that it is the universe giving you what you want or it is God giving you what you want, even in scripture in the Bible, it says literally, ask and you shall receive. So I really believe that when you have a goal, if you don't say it, if you don't talk about it, it won't really manifest. Speaking something into existence, you hear that all the time. So I think that if it works for people in their personal life, it definitely can work for you in your business. Why not? Now, people ask all the time, what do you include in a vision board? Literally whatever you want. You want to keep your goals achievable, but also shoot for the stars. There's not a right or wrong way to do it. You just kind of have to be realistic, because let me tell you something, the vision board will not work unless you work. You can put anything you want on a vision board and that's all fine and dandy. However, if you don't work for it, it's not going to become a reality. So I don't think that it is so much a dream that you want to put on there. You want to put your goal. And I think that when something is a goal, it is something that you're striving for. It is something that you're trying to achieve. Or you want to put something that you can work towards, even if it's something hard, but you can work towards and you can accomplish within the time frame that you're giving yourself. Now, how do you make a vision board? I am not going to go in depth in a tutorial on how to make a vision board. I followed a tutorial that is very great here on YouTube. I will link it for you guys below. There are a ton of ways that you can do it. You can literally grab a poster board and print pictures and put them on there. You could also do what I'm going to do, is to make it digital. You can use PicMonkey, Photoshop, any kind of photo type of Photoshop-ish software to do it. You could do it on Microsoft Word. Just Google images, copy and paste them onto a Word document, or do whatever your heart desires. However you feel comfortable making your vision board, just make it. It's just something for you to look at, to remind you every day what your goal is and what you're trying to accomplish. As I said, I created mine using PicMonkey, and the reason why I kept mine digital is because I want to keep my vision boards year after year, and I think that having a digital file will make it so much easier for me to do, as opposed to having a big poster that I have to fold up, put away somewhere. I don't know if it makes a difference how you have it, if it's digital or not. You could certainly print this particular one on a poster thing. If you send it to Staples, they could probably print it and enlarge it. But I'm just going to keep mine on my screensaver on my computer at my desk so that I see it every single day, because I'm going to be working at my desk every single day, as opposed to, you know, printing it and putting it somewhere. So I'm not going to make you guys wait for much longer. Let's get into what I have in my personal vision board, because I'm super excited to share it with you guys. Okay, so we're going to start from the left to the right, and from the top to the bottom. So the very first thing that you're going to see in my vision board is how many subscribers I want to hit on YouTube. So I do want to focus my business this year more on helping you guys achieve your goals. What does that mean? I want to grow Janie's Sweets in a different direction that I have been in the past. In the past, Janie's Sweets was solely focused on creating cakes and desserts for clients or customers. Now, this is the first year that I'm going to stop doing that. I'm not going to take any orders whatsoever. I only want to grow the part of Janie's Sweets where I teach, because I'm really passionate about you know, helping. I love teaching. I love talking in front of the camera, as you guys can see. So I want to make Friday Fixes a big thing. Like, I want any questions that you guys have for you guys to be able to ask me and for me to be able to answer them for you. Next to that, I have my Instagram followers. I want to grow them to 5,000. Again, it can happen. It's just going to take a little bit more diligence on my part to be able to post constantly and make sure that I'm reaching more people and more people are seeing my content. Right next to that, I have my class that I want to teach. As I told you guys, I've been talking about this for a very long time. I really want to teach a hands-on class. So it's going to happen this year. I'm going to make sure that it does, either during the summer or I'm going to do it early fall, but I'm definitely going to make it happen. That's a promise. The next thing you're going to see on my board is a calendar. Now, the reason why I have a calendar on here is because I want to make sure that I'm consistent in posting, not only on Instagram, but also on YouTube. On YouTube, I'm going to post every single Friday, and then on Instagram, I'm going to post every single Tuesday. And that is the schedule that I'm giving myself. So every time I see this calendar, it will kind of like spark my, you know, memory to make sure I do it. Moving on to the left again, as you can tell, this is a Photoshop picture of me on a body of Rosanna Pansino. Now, Rosanna Pansino is one of my all-time favorite people that I look up to in the industry. She started out making videos on YouTube about baking, just gaming type of baking, and she blew up, man. When I tell you, I started watching her like 8 years or so ago when she first started, and now she has deals with Wilton. She's like a multi-millionaire now. Like, she has done so much in growing her business, and she is definitely someone that I look up to. But the reason why my face is photoshopped on her body is that she has a baking book, and I want to work on an ebook or a class, something that is mine that I can, you know, take ownership of and, you know, be able to sell. So I'm definitely going to be grinding this year, because that's something that I want to happen before December. Right next to that, you can see a little purple caricature of two men shaking their hands, making a deal. What that means to me is that I want to have a business deal with a very well-known company. It's very ironic actually that it's in purple. I didn't do it for that reason, but afterwards when I was looking at it, it reminds me of Wilton, because it's purple, and Wilton logo is, you know, more like most of their stuff is purple. Purple is also my favorite color, so I don't know, maybe that means something. But yeah, I really want to either teach something on their platform, or, you know, have like a product with them, something along the line of working with a known company. And it may not be Wilton per se, because they're pretty big in the business, but someone who is well known, I definitely want to work with. So I'm excited to see what that is going to be like. Right next to it, you can see money. I absolutely want to make sure that I can fully support myself off of my business. This has always been, a hobby of mine, something that I just kind of did here and there for fun, but I really want to make sure that this becomes my grind. So I'm going to really work hard and make sure that I can support myself either by selling things here on YouTube, my website, etc. Stuff that I have going on with the business. I want it to support not only itself, but be able to also support me. So we'll see how that goes. Now, last but not least, you can see a whole bunch of products, and ironically enough, it is again Wilton. To that, baking products. What that means to me is that I've always actually wanted it to have my name, like my logo on a product. Like, I don't know what it is. It might be an apron. It might be like, like a kit, for beginners. I don't know. Something cool, something baking related, but with my name on it would just mean absolutely everything to me. So this is something again that I will be working on launching this year. Now, amongst all of that, right smack in the middle, you can see my central quote. Most people, when they're making a vision board, they have a central quote, and it could be either a quote or even just a word. I've seen people put just grind on it, or patience, or whatever it is that's going to motivate you when the going gets tough, because vision boards are great, but if you don't work at them, like I said, they're not going to happen. So in the middle of working towards your goals, sometimes you hit bumps along the way. Sometimes you don't reach all of your goals, but if you keep motivated and focused on your central quote, it just makes it a lot easier for you. Now, my central quote is Matthew 7:7, and it says, "Ask and it will be given to you, seek and you will find, knock and the door will be opened to you." I absolutely love this, and I think it's very fitting to what I am trying to do, because I am doing something that's outside of my comfort zone. I mean, I know selling cakes, I know what it takes to make cakes for people and get customers and all of that. That's easy for me at this point, but this is definitely going to be a challenge. So I think that not only am I going to have to grind, but I also have to envision that this has already happened, that everything that I'm asking for, every door that I'm knocking at, every opportunity that I want has already been placed in my way. So if I believe that this is true, it definitely will manifest itself 10 times fold. So yeah, that is it, you guys. That's all I have on my vision board. Let me know if you found this video helpful. I really hope it has motivated you to create your own vision board. If not your own vision board, definitely write down your goals and talk to someone about them. Don't just write them down and throw them in your sock drawer and then forget about them. Write them down, have them on your phone, or by your nightstand or something like that, somewhere that you're always going to see them, so that you definitely keep working towards them, but also talk to somebody about them. There is power, like I said, in the tongue, and manifesting what you want and expressing what you want. So I also think that when you tell someone about it, it makes you a little bit more responsible. It keeps you accountable. That's the word I'm looking for. It keeps you accountable, because the person's going to be like, didn't you say you were going to do XYZ? If they see that you're going on the wrong path. I mean, obviously someone who cares and someone who will, focus you and motivate you to achieve your goals. So anyways, guys, I'm not going to keep you guys for too much longer. If you liked this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. If you did not like it, give it a thumbs down. Share it with all your friends and families if you think it will be helpful to them. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, because that would definitely help me reach my goal. So that's it, you guys. I will see you in the next video. I love you. Talk to you next time.